Good day everybody. This video will continue the discussion of the working interface of the CorelDRAW 17 or X7. Previously on our first video, we already defined all of the different unlocking terms that we are going to encounter during this discussion. No? And we also identify the different parts of the working interface of CorelDRAW X7. So right now, we are going to have the details on the different toolbox available on CorelDRAW X7. No? So right now on the screen, we already have the first tool on the CorelDRAW X7, which is the pick tool. So the function of the pick tool, ito, used for moving, scaling, rotating, and stretching the object. So simple as that, no. When using pick tool, it's used for scaling, moving, rotating, and stretching. So here's the sample video kung paano ba nagpa-function yung pick tool. Okay, yon pick tool. Yan, kapag ni-left click niyo yung mouse, it will pick the object, or dragging using the left button of the mouse also, it will pick the object. Yan. Tulad ng pinapakita dito sa video. So in selecting multiple object, you can left click, hold the left click and drag wherever the space you want to be selected or object want to be selected. And it also shown na it can scale or resize the object. And yun, you can rotate yan, just like the what the video show right here. And please take note na kapag nag-change tayo ng scaling, rotating, or stretching, it also affect the attributes or the property of the object. Pick tool. Next, let's go with the shape tool, the second tool on the CorelDRAW 17. And by the default, the shortcut key is F10. No, yung shape tool, yung default shortcut key niya ay F10. The function of the shape tool, used for shaping object, especially if it is converted into curves. So, curves. Malalaman natin mamaya kung ano ba yung curves na yun, or mas malalaman pa natin yan kapag tayo ay typical na gumagawa na ng mga logo or representation or illustrations inside or using the CorelDRAW X7. So I got here sample video para ipakita yung sneak peek ng shape tool. F10 by the default shortcut key, F10 yan. Makikita nyo merong nodes or points yan. Kapag kiniklik nyo, it will resize or reshape the corner. And please observe what happened to the property bar, no? Tuwing nagbabago-bago tayo ng property ng object, it change also. Yan. Simple lang yun. Nodes yung mga tawag dun sa mga white red or blue mark of the object, that is nodes. N-O-D-E-S, nodes. Yan. You can reshape the object, no, from normal shape into an organic shape, something like that, no, yung na-discuss natin sa elements of design, which is the shape. Yan. The same with function ng pick tool, pwede rin kayo mag-pick ng tool, and then meron dialog box na may mga function din. And ang kaya lang niyang guys na kunin is shape object. Yung mga bitmap tsaka yung mga JPEG, hindi natin siya na shape tool, nagagamitan ng shape tool. So that is the function of shape tool. Next, eto, pinakakilala sa lahat to, no. Hindi lang sa CorelDRAW meron ito, even on any other not device, software or program, either it is computer or a mobile device, meron tayong crop tool na pinakagamitin to, used for cropping objects, simple. And this is the sample of video which shows the function of the crop tool. Yan. The same with the pick tool. Now, para magkaroon ng cropping tool, you can left click, hold the left click, and then drag wherever you wanted to na makrop. Yun, mariretain nyo nasa loob ng frame. And you can also resize the shape of the crop tool, the initial size, and then yan, by clicking those parang frame, no, yung mga number frame na yon, or mga figure frame kung tawagin natin, no. I will rather say mga figure frame. Pwede nyong i-resize yun, and then you just hit enter kapag na-final nyo na yung gusto nyong i-crop. That is the crop tool. And another basic tools na gamitin sa pangkalahatan is the zoom tool, which is letter Z as in zebra on the default shortcut key in Corel Draw. So, alam naman natin yung zoom tool. It changes the magnification level of the windows. No? Simple lang ang zoom tool, just to magnify in or out, zooming in, zooming out. This is the sample of the function ng zoom tool. Letter Z on the tawag doon, the default, no. Yan. So if you are going to click the left click, the left button, or the left click of the mouse, it will zoom in. Kapag yung right click naman, it will zoom out, no. So merong mga various ng way of pag-zoom. You can drag on the certain parts to zoom in and zoom out. Yan. Just for you to explore, no. Pero the main part, the main concept, ang left click is to zoom in and right click is to zoom out. Yun. Yung zoom na yan, guys, meron yan sa loob ng hand tool. Malalaman na lang natin yan kapag ka talagang gumagawa na tayo. Okay, zoom tool. And next, we got the freehand tool, which is F5 on shortcut key. Used for drawing curve. Yun, curve. Used for drawing curve na pwede natin gamitan ng shape tool and straight line segment. Alam naman natin yung straight line. 2 points, no, connected to each other. It can be curved, straight, or etc. Yan, this is the sample function of the freehand tool. Look at there. Yan, para ka lang talaga nagdo-draw, no. You can close the curve. Yung kapag nag-change yung mouse ninyo na parang arrow na nakababa ganun, ibig sabihin nag-close yung curve. Pero pag hindi nag-change yung, kung mapapansin niyo, hindi nag-change yung parang pinaka cursor ng merong arrow na pag ganun, hindi nagko-close yung curve. Yan, no, nag-change. Ibig sabihin close curve. Eto, walang arrow, ibig sabihin hindi siya close curve, hindi natin mabibigyan ng fill yun. Kailangan i-close natin. Yan. So, one way to close a curve, use a freehand tool. Okay? Use for drawing curve. Next is the brush or artistic media tool, which is capital I or letter I on the shortcut key. No? Ang main function is the freehand strokes para tayo nag-drawing. For artistic brush, spray and calligraphic effects. So, marami siyang effects na options. It has artistic, spray, and calligraphic. It shows there the video kung ano nga ba yung mga different effects na yan. Ayun. Yan, o, makikita nyo dyan sa may property bar. Yan. You can change the different, options of the type of brush or calligraphy on the property bar. Yan, it changes also. And you can, yan, pwede nyong laro-laruin for your own output, no. Diba, kasi sa output na gusto niyo. Ang kagandahan dito sa brush tool na to, no, unlike any other or this artistic media tool na to in any other software, mas nagiging fine yung mga lines. Kung mapapansin niyo yung curves, mas binibigyan niya ng mas crispy, tsaka mas fine yung lines, unlike sa ibang software. Kasi nga naka-vector base itong CorelDRAW. One of the strength of CorelDRAW by using different types of brush. Yan. We got the artistic effect right there, the spray. Yan. It can also yung mga brush na yan, it can also convert to curves, and then we can use the shape tool para i-modify. Ayan. I'm just showing here the sample, no, yung mga default available presets on the CorelDRAW. Yan. I'm just para ako nagsusulat. Nakikita nyo kung paano nagiging crispy yung bawat line, no? Corel, yan. There are any other option pa na pwedeng gamitin, no? Something like na nagro-rotate yung image natin, no? Parang naka 3D, oh. Parang ganun. So, very wonderful tool for CorelDRAW. Yan. I'm just showing you the different presets on the CorelDRAW. Yan, that is the artistic media tool, no? Magagamit din natin yan, no? May mga specific na function yan. May explore din natin yan. Okay, rectangle tool, which is F6 by default shortcut key, and used for drawing square and rectangle. Siyempre, rectangle tool. It can draw a square and rectangle. Yeah, ganun lang kasimple. By dragging the mouse, no? Makakapag-produce na tayo ng shape. Yan. Left click and then shape yan. Kung makakita nyo, parang may mga segmented yan na box, naka-fragments. Ayan yung pang reshape natin. It can also the same with the shape tool, no? Pwede tayong magbago sa property toolbar ng mga corners niya. Property bar, I'm sorry. Yan, you can change also the property color, the fill property, the outline, yun. Can be effective, no, kapag gawa ng mga simple logo, mga background, yan. That's how it is. Ganun lang kasimple yung rectangle tools. At yun. And then next, we have the ellipse tool. No, simple used for drawing circles and ellipse. Here's the sample video to show you how to use the ellipse tool, which is F7 by default shortcut key. Yan, nakikita nyo, I'm just playing around with the property bar and it gives me certain actions to the object, no, yung property ng object. We can change those size, angle, and color, the outline. Those are the content of the property bar, mostly of the content of the property bar. Yan. Ellipse tool, ganun lang kasimple. Next, the polygon tool, which is letter Y on keyboard shortcut key, used for drawing polygons. Alam naman natin yung polygons, no? From triangle to hexagon ba? Pentagon, octagon, yan, decagon, ano man yan. All those are polygons tools. And it can also produce star, no? Kapag gumagawa tayo, malalaman natin kung paano mag-convert ng polygon into parang star shape. Madali lang naman. Such function lang. Single function rather. Yan. In my case, it has a 5 side, and you can change those sides. Yan, hanggang, you determine how many sides over there, and you can also change the property of the outline. Okay, we can also change the color. Same with any other shape tool available on CorelDRAW. Yan. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay, and next we have the text tool. Yan. From the word itself, text tool, it's used for adding and editing paragraph and artistic text. No, F8 by shortcut key, and I have here the sample function of the text tool. Text tool. Yan. Type lang sa keyboard, no? Kapag click natin yung text tool and then tap, and then we can change different font, we can change the size, font size, yan. We can also change some attributes, inside the text tool. We can do some gradient fill, we can do some outline, or we can do some changing of colors, yan. Those actions will be discussed during specific exercises. Yan. Yung sa information bar, no, sa baba, no, yung information bar natin, object information bar, pwede rin tayo magbago ng property doon. That is the text tool. And next we have the parallel dimension tool. Ito, medyo bago to kasi yung nung panahon na yun, nung kabago-bago pa ng X7. Now, this is used for drawing dimension lines. So, alam naman natin yung dimension lines, ay yung sukat ng bawat object. Ang nakakamangha dito ay automatic niya na nakukuha yung sukat ni dimension tool. Ni parallel dimension tool. And this is the example how it works. Wala siyang wala siyang shortcut key by default. Talagang i-click siya dun sa toolbox natin. Yan. Left click on the first node, and then kapag nakuha yung corner, left click ulit, tapos drag. Ganun lang. Yan, left click and then drag. So, pagka-click mo ng left click sa unang node, tapos ida-drag mo siya, left click ulit, tapos drag, then release. Yan, it gives you the dimension. Very familiar yung gantong gantong lalo na sa mga layout ng mga floor plan, di ba? Tapos ang kagandahan, nababasa niya mismo yung pinaka-property ng object when you are changing the sizes. It also change accordingly, no? Yan. Very, very amazing tool, no? Dimension tool. And very effective if we are no, if we are layouting with dimensions such as packaging, di ba? Pag gumawa na tayo ng packaging natin, kailangan may mga dimensions yan. So, meron tayong parallel dimension tool. Next is the straight line connector tool, used for connecting two objects by drawing straight lines. Itong straight line connector tool na to guys, mostly to mas maganda to sa paggawa ng mga guidelines no. Yung 'di ba nag-discuss tayo sa basic elements of art kung paano yung negative space ng bawat line. So ito pwede itong gamiting guidelines no. So this is the sample video to show the function of straight line. Simple lang, left click and then left click to another connections and it will connect. And for example, you like to get the middle part or half of the object, yeah. You can drag along using the straight line connector tool. And maybe may mga kapartner yan na tool para mag-function very well yan. Yan, tulad niyan. No? Merong purpose yan, may magandang gamit yan para mapakinabangan ng straight line connector tool. Ayan. Makikita nyo, it gives certain fractions of the shape. Na pwede natin kunin yung each and every fraction gamit yung ibang tools also. Yan, ganun lang kasimple straight line connector tool. Used for connecting two objects, simple. Next is the drop shadow tool, which is used for applying shadow behind or below the object. No? So simple lang, ang shadow, 'di ba na-discuss natin yung form, one of the word na importante sa paggawa ng o pagpapakita ng form, elements of form sa designing is the cast shadow. So ito, meron ditong tools para doon, which is the drop shadow tool. And this is the sample function, no? This is a sample video how this certain tool function. Yan. By click and dragging, you can give shadows and you can play along with the transparencies. Yan, by clicking those kind of, anong tawag yan? Parang bar. We can also change the color shadow and we can also change that kind of appearance, normal, multiply. Yan. Okay, yan. You can click and drag and there are available presets na to play along, no? Already available. Just play along with the property bar. And also, meron din ditong available na button ito para tanggalin yung shadow na yun. Okay, next, transparency tool. It is the main purpose of the transparency tool is to show or partially hide or reveal some areas underneath the object. And I got sample right here. Wala rin siyang wala rin siyang shortcut key, talagang pinipindot. Yan, it shows something gradient but yung mga white areas or negative space kung tawagin natin, those are much more transparent pala. Kumbaga, kung meron siyang object sa ilalim, makikita yung nasa likod ng object na yun. And I think I will show you how yun, kung paano yun yung transparency na yun. Yan, marami din siyang options kung tawagin. Sa Photoshop, ano nga ba tawag sa Photoshop niya? Yung option na may tawag sa Photoshop na nakalimutan ko yung pinaka-term nung tool, nung interface na yun. Yan. I will show you how the transparency work right here. Yan. Nakikita nyo guys, yung black area, those are negative space. Yan. Okay. Kabaliktaran pala dito, no? Yung black, ayun yung nag-hide, no? Yung white portion, no, dun yung nag-show. And may mga preset dyan na available. Pero dito, dinidictate dito yung black, yung medyo nagta-transparent. No? Yan. Okay, that is the transparency tool. Gamitin din yan guys. Lalo na pag nagpapakita ng mga reflections on the image, no? Yung nagre-reflect ng white, pagiging parang tawag doon shiny, pag nagiging makinang yung object, gamitin yan. Next, we have the color eyedropper tool. Simple. It get the sample color, and then after we get the sample color on a certain object, we will apply to the other object. And this is the sample function, how it works, or sample video how the function works. Simple. Click the color eyedropper, click the sample color you want to copy, and then click to the object that you want to paste or copy the color. Ganun kasimple. Yan, that is the eyedropper tool. Simple. And we have also the interactive fill tool. This is the it dynamically apply yan. Kulang ng letter Y. Apply the current fill to an object in the drawing windows. Itong interactive fill tool na to guys, para tong gradient tool. No, parang katulad dun sa may transparency, pero ito it shows all the colors. And this is the sample video to show the function of this tool. Yan, click and drag lang din yan. Okay. Oops, nag-change siya ng page yun. Yan. Pwede mong i-click and drag yung 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 tawag dun yung yung color from the color palette. Yan, sample ulit natin. Yan. The same concept. Yan. You can add yan by click and dragging same color of red, and you can change also the color by choosing on the color palette, and then click and drag the color that we want to change or be filled on the interactive fill tool. Yun. Simple lang yan guys, gamitin yan. Tapos meron na ring transparency siya guys, kagandahan doon. Sa loob ng interactive fill, we can also control how transparent those color will be. Yan, nakikita nyo, medyo nakikita yung nasa likuran na kulay. Object, sorry. Lahat, dapat yung property ng object na yun. Yan, that's how it works. Yan. Hopefully it makes sense, no guys, no, kung magkakaroon kayo ng mga idea kung paano nagiging functionable yung bawat tools. And last on our default tool na available ay yung ating smart fill tool, no. Ito ay hindi ito yung naisip natin na nagko-color, nagfi-fill ng color sa isang object, no. Ang pinaka-function nito, it creates object from overlapping areas. Kapag may overlapping na object, yung nag-i-intersect na yon, nagbibigay siya ng sariling object and apply a fill to those object. Ito yung sample natin na video na nagpapakita ng smart fill tool. Yan. We have two object right here, the circle or just a duplicate of this object. Yan, nakikita nyo yan, no, di ba? Pinil ko doon, and then it creates another object, no, yung nag-intersect. Yan, and also this one. Yan, ganun lang kasimple yung smart fill tool. No, very magagamit yan, gamitin yan guys. Masasabi kong gamitin yan. Talagang gamitin yan. Lalo na kung nagko-color separation tayo. Yan. Kitang-kita. You can play along with that smart fill tool. And it's very powerful for me. Nagagamit ko lagi yan. And marami pa dito guys na na mga tools na nakatago, na naka-hidden, lalo na yan yung may mga arrow key na yan, na may encounter din natin yan one by one during doing the activities or exercises. And those are the basic toolbox, no, or tools na naka-indicate sa toolbox ni CorelDRAW by tawag doon by default. So yun, hopefully guys, nakikita natin yung functions nito at nagkakaroon tayo ng imahinasyon kung paano natin gagamitin yung bawat object. Yun. So on the first video, we define the different terms and we understand the software interface, hopefully. And right now, we already identified the different tools in CorelDRAW X7. And on the next video, the last part of this discussion, we are going to tackle how to install, or we're going to show you how to install the CorelDRAW X7 on computer, especially on Windows. So yun, see you on the other video guys, and then we're going to, after we are able to install the software on your device, pupunta na tayo sa paggawa ng exercise, which is the logo. See you.